Hello, One Great Earth. Currently looking at a massive smoke plume that's coming out of the western flank of the Sudd, Central Africa, or Central East Africa next to Ethiopia. There's a lot of refugees and violence happening in Sudan, just north of here in Khartoum, with millions of refugees trying to find ways to survive during a brutal civil war, if it is a civil war, between the Rapid Support Forces and the Sudanese military. The violence spreads, and this is a catch basin for the Nile, this wetland here. I'll zoom out more, get a better idea what we're looking at here. Very unique, has very unique fauna and flora. I don't like what this looks like right here. This right here, pizza slice, called the Sudd. It is the largest wetland in Africa and perhaps the world. And it's on fire. It is burning. You can see these areas that we were just looking at a moment ago. It's very hot with a lot of smoke, a lot of carbon that's coming off this massive blaze here. That's leading right into the western side of the Sudd. We come back down here. All this here that you see, this browned area, this is all previous burns. Let's take a look at, well, the brightness of this fire. Let's take a look at the moisture level. Yeah, that's pretty active perimeter right here. You can see this. Yeah, that's fire right here. I hope it shows up okay, because right here, that's actual fire. It's climbing, it's crawling, scuttling It is a wildfire absolutely within a wetland, largest wetland in Africa and perhaps on the planet. Should be seeing signs like this of indication of rapid climate change, of a wetland actually becoming incinerated. Now, not all of the wetland is always permanently flooded. There's a lot of areas that are temporarily flooded that has a lot of vegetation and wildlife and people. There are people in this wetland. It's not just all up to the crocodiles, hippos, and storks. Imagine a lot of storks. Very swampy area, very great for storks to go back and forth in the water and get a lot of pretty much anything it can to feed its young. Black storks are far more mysterious than the other hand of the white storks, which in the UK and other areas are very famous for nesting right in the middle of the cities. While black storks require a lot of trust and patience, and they are as wild as it comes whenever it comes to raising their chicks, their clutch. There is wildlife in here that's unique. Only this wetland. Move my mic a little bit closer to my... I never know if I should keep my microphone in a shot or not, but... For some reason my cat gets very nervous when I have my microphone in my hand. I don't know if you can hear that. He is I don't want to say freaking out, but it's the first thing that comes to mind. This is fire, just on the outset of a wetland. You see all these marks here, all this brown, these streaks are exactly what's happening here, except it's happened dozens or hundreds of times over. We have fires along the road here. A time lapse of this area. Go back a little bit to 12th. Play. Well, this fire line here on the 1st of February is pretty intense. Did you know that cats, their paws, their little toe beans is what they're called? Cutest thing. cat's toe beans. Just want to squeeze them. Easy. If he wasn't so comfortable, I would put him in the shop. But alas, he is very comfortable. He's sleeping on my knee. Might drool a little bit, that's fine. Where are we? Ah, yes. A wetland burning down. This is the heart of the wetland here. You see me zooming, zooming, zooming. That is fire and smoke in the heart of the wetland here in the Sudd. This is most disagreeable. Turn on moisture index so we can get a better idea of these fires here. 9 kilometers. I mean, these are not small fires either. It's 9 kilometers in length, 5 kilometers in width. These are active fire perimeters burning inside the very center of the wetland known as Sudd in South Sudan, Africa. For whatever reasons these are burning, we do not know. We do know that there is an incredible amount of violence just north of here, with millions of people becoming refugees since I don't recall what time last year. People that stayed to try to avoid the violence. Two military powers fighting for control and supremacy in Sudan. The Rapid Support Forces and the Sudan Army. What are the chances that violence and explosive munitions found its way south and started some fires? But that is speculation, and that should not be making such assumptions. This fire has spread though across other borders. Other fires have spread across into South Sudan, like from Ethiopia, Central African Republic. This is regardless of the fire, there is so much smoke that's coming out of this, and nothing thrives under smoke. Nothing. It is poison and noxious in nature. Going to make everything around it sick, because the smoke's not just going to keep rising, it's going to eventually find a way and weigh itself down and just fall back down. Because it's a lot of carbon, it's a lot of particulates that get lobbed into the air. Smoke follows smoke. You always choose the path of least resistance. And smoke can carry a lot of particulates. So it's the first violent birth of the smoke as the incineration of this gorgeous wetland that's currently experiencing a type of burning that I can't say I've seen a burning wetland before. Can't say that I've known a wetland to be on fire before. So few around the world left. It should be more international breaking news that one of the few remaining large wetlands on the planet burning. You say that as many times and try to rearrange it, make it sound more brutal or far more threatening. Because if the wetland itself is destroyed, the amount of participation that gets offset in other places because it gets into the atmosphere travels. And if it's interrupted in this rain cycle, the precipitation that this would cycle into the atmosphere, a lot of this water, a lot of this fluid, a lot of what you would find in a wetland, especially trees, everything submerged, would be a lot of evaporation and intense heat that will cause a lot of, as I mentioned, evaporation into the atmosphere, which heats it on both sides, heats it in the air. As the sunlight cooks the particles in the air, or the molecules in the air, and the heat from below also boils the water above. It is I don't want to use the wrong word to try to describe what might be happening, because it is not appalling, because this might be man-made disaster, of course, so yes, appalling. But shocking, I guess. Very shocking. Because we're seeing a lot of this wetland already lost to wildfires. And then you have the particulates that get particulates come up. And fall down later. Now, the problem is that these particulates could be several hundred degrees Fahrenheit. It could be hot embers that are traveling in thick smoke. The thicker the smoke, the more likely that it could be carrying hot particulates. Now, this is in the center, almost dead center of this wetland, known as the Sudd. Very violent fire. Make a time lapse. We can get a better idea of how it spread. Both sides, just two fires meeting in the middle. It creates a mega fire, especially for a fire in the Sudd. This is a mega fire. Smoke gives it away. It's ridiculous. right here is going to remain burning. There's 2 strong fires that are burning, 3 actually, within perimeter, within the Sudd. This is a fire right here, you know, it might not look it. Yep. This is in the southern, inside the actual Sudd, not on the outside. This is inside. See that it's really breaking this ecosystem down. Smokes makes everything sick and wilt, diseased and choke. While the fire drives away water and moisture, because heat and fire drive away water and moisture. Boil it away, evaporate, push it away. Molecules want to survive. Is not good. Really intense smoke. So we're seeing wildfires in the center. We're seeing smoke churning in the center and the west side and east side, and in the south. So it's hysterical, I guess you could say. It is a wetland in Africa. It is on fire, as we've keep seeing, regardless of what preconceived notions of wetland and its ability to catch on fire are moot due to the abundance of fire that we see currently. I mean, this isn't just some little bit of fire here and there. This is full-blown wildfires in and around Sudd, the wetland in South Sudan, Africa. It's been several weeks it's been burning, and it looks to be just picking back up again for the first time in a while. It's unbearable. This whole area right here. All of this cooked. There are too many fires. See the smoke? It goes on and on. This is terrible. This fire is spreading rapidly. It is burning a lot of unique flora and fauna. Not everything can get away, and not everything is able to get away. You just even think of turtles in these waters, hippos, storks. Definitely storks. So much tremendous heat traps all the animals inside because there's fires burning north, south, east, and west of the Sudd, and in the very center of it, there's not a shortage of fire. Right here. It's a staggering loss in ecology. This is all burned here. Again, this is the very heart of the Sudd. Seeing massive amounts of smoke pouring out and around the wetland. Sudd. Alright, I believe I will leave the stream. And I will end this stream, in this broadcast. It's quite harrowing what we're seeing here. I thank you for watching. Please, if you are able to, leave a like and subscribe to the channel. We will see you again soon.